the obvious. You asked the question, why? Who cares, or who else would know that? And the answer is obviously one of the 8,000 followers that I have. I would say that the largest impression tweet that I had was actually related to fighting game content. It was like literally 1 million impressions. So those people all know that my conversations aren't limited to just race. If your particular experience, because of your algorithm or the things that I'm going to finish my statement. You're not going to interrupt me. You're not going to interrupt me. You're not going to interrupt me and expect the conversation to go well. I don't care about your other question. You're not going to answer. You're not going to answer. You're not going to ask me another question until I'm done talking. I'm going to mute you. I'll just mute you. It's okay. Here, I'll mute you. So, again, I cannot control what your answers are or what you're getting on your algorithm. However, what I can tell you is that I don't exclusively talk about race.
I think it's ridiculous. If you want to have a normal conversation, then I agree. Don't talk over other people. You were doing that to me when I was trying to ask you a question, and you did not respect my time. That you so eloquently, after a long diatribe, wait, before you interrupt me, before if you want to have a normal conversation, you don't do that. You don't do that to people. I was going to ask you a question, and you had to go on a long diatribe about how I am a person that sees only race on your Twitter. All right, we got that done. Fine. You also do other content. Do you believe these women or not?
I believe evidence. I don't speculate. And I don't believe that there's evidence to convict Cosby. So I will not believe something without evidence. Don't believe these women. I was answering the question as fully as I'd like to in my own capacity. Please don't.
I'm looking just yes or no.
Well, I'm sorry. It's okay. I won't do a yes or no because I think this is obviously a lot more complex matter. This isn't Twitter where I'm limited to space, so I can say what the hell I want to say. And what I would like to say is, I don't like to speculate. I will not believe something, which is to accept something as fact without evidence, right? If I'm going to accept it as fact, I mean,
you do that all the time. I guarantee.
Hold on, please, don't start interrupting, bro. Again, once again, listen. You're doing the interrupting thing. Please don't be a child. Again, we said, I know, we said, I got you, but you're going to deal with the long-windedness, and you can be as long-winded as you would like to, and I'm going to sit here quietly as you want to. I got you. I don't want you to interrupt me is what I don't want. I want us to have a decent conversation, which is what this can be if you can control yourself. If you don't have the character to do so, then maybe you should try talking to other people to develop said character. But I'll finish the statement that I was making. I don't believe in accepting things as fact without evidence.
You said that you do not believe that there's enough evidence to convict Cosby. Yes or no?
That is what I'm saying, and I think that is very substantial.
Oh, you're
that is substantially
wait. Let me.
Different.
I'm going to respond.
I don't care. You asked the question. I want to respond.
So long to talk
I got you. It does take a long time, but you asked the question. I'm going to respond.
Bro. You don't got me.
Okay.
You take so long.
Well, it's fine. So I'm gonna answer the question fully to my capacity. I know it is difficult for you because you just don't understand the concept.
And then if you know that, then why don't you learn from those experiences?
You don't understand the concept of not interrupting people while trying to appeal towards that. I have great conversations.
You're doing that. I literally asked a follow-up question.
So I'm going to go ahead and finish my question. I'm going to finish. Do I need to mute you? I'm going to go ahead and finish.
You don't even know if it's a question or an answer.
I'm going to finish the answer to the question that you asked me. Look, bro, listen to me. Honestly, I don't even want to answer the question that you asked me. This feels like a waste of my time because you're retarded. I don't know. Do you want to try to reset and think we can have a decent conversation? Because this is a waste of my time and I don't want to continue. Sure.
And they all look the same. I remember that was a really striking thing about it was that they were all women that if you had in a lineup, it was like they could have been twins, which was oddly specific. Either they got together, all of them, and said, wow, we all look the same. Let's just try to run this story so we can get some money out of this guy. Or
so you believe
weren't given any sort of justice?
That wasn't an answer to my question. So you believe that legally
Cosby, I was not an answer
because the question was you believe that legally Cosby should be innocent?
Yes, of course.
Why was that so
I just
hard?
said he's not. I already said there's not enough evidence to convict him. Are you not listening?
So I guess we're on the same side then. So I guess we both agree that Cosby is legally innocent and should be.
Do you
legally
believe the
innocent.
women? Hold on. Do you believe the women?
I already explained. I already explained
the answer. Do you believe the women?
I already answered
the women.
So you're gonna keep repeating yourself?
I believe
I was answering your question. I was answering your question. So then don't repeat yourself while I'm trying to answer your question. The answer to your question is, do I believe the women? I already answered it when I told you that no, I do not accept something. Belief means to accept something as fact, and I cannot accept something as fact that doesn't have evidence. Man, I don't know, because I feel like whenever I talk about reparations, most of the time, like it's to like someone I think I can have a decent conversation with, and it just feels like it's not going to be good. Do you not see why, like, from my perspective, this conversation would be kind of beneath me?
I mean, you've already called me a retard. I haven't said any sort of attacks on you. I've tried to get you to humanize me by telling you my real name. You again call me retard. So is it that you're beneath me, or is it that you just don't want to try to talk and have a reasonable conversation when you're so angry that you go on long diatribes, and I don't care about your long diatribes. I'm actually really care about your long diatribes when it talks about, important facts like reparations in the United States.
Yeah, I think that your behavior from the very beginning of this conversation quickly made me not want to have any respect for you, and I think as a result of that, your attempts to try to humanize yourself really seem kind of ineffective.
It goes both ways, man. It goes both ways.
Like, hey, you're interrupting me again. See, you bot, you retard. You're interrupting me again. So then that stuff makes me feel like I don't really like it's not worth talking to me. Like we're worth talking.
No, you weren't ever going to.
You keep interrupting me. Look, you're interrupting me again. Look, you're doing it. Do you see?
All you do is
you're interrupting.
All you do is
I'm gish galloping. That's what that was. You talked longer than I did there, but it's okay. I'm gish galloping. All right, they're telling me to do it. Okay, listen.
Hold on. Before we even think about having this conversation, you need to apologize for calling me a retard.
I'm not going to apologize to you.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not going to apologize to you.
You know that's ridiculous.
Listen,
That's ridiculous.
I don't care how you feel. I'm not going to do it.
Be a willing person. See, you're interrupting me. If you feel like having engaging conversations about important topics.
All right. Hey, are you familiar with Jesse Lee Peterson?
Yeah. Why do you hate white people?
I went on Jesse Lee Peterson's platform and I convinced him of reparations.
Did you really? Wow, that's something. Do you love white people?
I'm not going to do that. I went to Groyper.
White people?
What was that?
Do you love white people?
Hey, buddy, what are you doing?
Do you love white people? I'm not an uploader.
It doesn't seem like it.
I'm not someone that's like a clip chimp or whatever. No, I like having important conversations.
I think it's accurate. No, I think you're retarded.
No, seriously, you're going to go back.
I think you're mentally deficient.
To your little community, to your little games, and you're going to think, "Wow, I got that retard." In pursuit of knowledge. And then guess what? You're going to go cry. You're going to cry yourself at night because you realize that my words were important. That what I said about enacting political power against other fucking retards is something that needs to be happening.
They have like a specific stream. Do you guys remember? Either way.
Why am I trolling D-Dream? The reason why I'm trolling is because clearly Fanatiq didn't want to have a thing.
Rumble. There we go. Don't talk to my chat. All right, I'm going to mute you. I'm telling you right now, don't talk to my chat, okay? We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Against you?
All right, I'm muted. You're unmuted. Do not talk to my chat, okay? What I was going to say was I was willing to have the reparations conversation with you.
No, you weren't. You asked chat.
Yeah,
stop lying. Stop rewriting history, you fucking liar.
Yes, and then they told me to have the conversation with you, and I was willing to, and then you didn't want to.
No, you didn't. You literally said I don't want to do it because you think too little of me, that I'm a fucking retard. That
yes,
you don't
and then the chat told me to have the conversation.
Lying. You're lying.
Hey, listen. After I said everything that you're saying is true, but then I asked the chat. And the chat overwhelmingly said...
because you want entertainment.
And then
Jesus.
I asked the chat, and the chat overwhelmingly told me to have the conversation, at which point I said I was willing to. That's exactly what happened.
Thank you, D-Dream. D-Dream's literally is saying that it literally was what happened. All right.
He's talking about me.
You're fucking... Dude, and you know what's sad? You're going to continue living your day truly believing that. Hold on, don't interrupt me, because remember, respect, right? Yep. It goes both ways. Don't do it. Stop. Well, let's go. Hey, calm down. Let's not interrupt. Okay. All right. So,
if you come into a space and almost from the very beginning of the conversation, you start interrupting people and trying to talk and be whatever, and you're calling something long-winded, that on a conversation that should be able to have complex answers, where it's just the two of you, and I'm going to give you the exact same space, but you don't have enough discipline or patience or maturity to actually listen to the conversation or the thing that the other person is speaking to you, that you're in a conversation with. That's not a me problem. That's a you thing. You suck. You're bad at it. That's a you. And what's really gross about it is you don't have the self-awareness to fix you. So you're not going to go and walk away from this and be like, man, I should do better. You're going to go ahead and sit there and be like, look at him, he's such an idiot. So you're not even going to learn. You're not going to grow. Most people that I engage with in conversation like my conversations. Even if they don't like what I'm saying, you're just particularly like ridiculous. It's just, we can't do it. I'm telling you, you don't have enough awareness to learn.